Hey guys, joining me now is Toni McClelland. She is the owner of Travel Bliss Vacations. Hey, welcome, Toni.
Hi, thanks for having me.
When I hear the word travel, I'm like, yay, let's do it right away, right? Obviously, I can't travel right now, right? But I just can't wait. I've been telling my friends, next time you invite me to go somewhere, anywhere in the world, I will say yes, I will go with you. Because now
I
we
am
all
with you. I
right?
I live to travel too, and I've had to cancel my own personal vacations
Yeah,
these last couple of weeks that I'm so excited to postpone and change the dates versus just canceling because
yeah.
I'm not
What
giving up
are
on my
some
trip.
places, what are some destinations on your list that you think we should check out once we can move around again?
Oh, my list is pretty lengthy. I actually had a vacation planned for Sonoma Valley, and I was going to stay at the famous Farmhouse Inn, and so that is really fun if you're looking to stay close. My next trip is scheduled for October, and I am going to start out in Venice. And we're going to go to Croatia and then on to the Greek islands. So that is awesome. And my daughter just got back.
Everybody
Excuse me.
loves beaches.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. My daughter just got back from a trip from Africa, and it, everything you can imagine you could get in Africa. And besides the safaris, there's amazing vineyards. There's opportunity, lots of opportunities for volunteerism, eco travel. So I don't know what's more fun than going to Europe and seeing old world, going to Africa and seeing animals. Sri Lanka sort of has my dream in that it's on the Indian Ocean, as if I was like the Maldives, but also there's safari. So there's lots to do in different places around the world.
Yeah. See, every year, every half a year, I try to give our viewers like a review list of places that you should check out in the upcoming seasons, either because there are some special events happening over there that you should miss, or the US dollar is strong. So, as an American, you're going to have a lot more perks once you're there. What are some of those places that you think would fit what I was looking for, like these two criteria, once the pandemic is over?
Well, I think we have to see what happens with the US dollar versus the rest of the world. And I don't think we know that right now. So that's a little tougher. If you asked me 6 months ago, I would have really strong answers. And I think it's going to depend on how you like to travel. Are you someone that likes to trek, and maybe you want to go to Patagonia and you're looking at different times of the year? Or are you someone that just really loves taking tours and seeing museums? And then, there is
Oh,
everything from, yeah, Rome and Paris. And you're looking for romance, because my most romantic city, I think personally, is Paris. But if you love to eat, yes, there's Italy, which is amazing. But Portugal is just one of my favorite foodie countries in the world. And you can get the old world. And if you're someone that really loves history, Israel has got an incredible nightlife in Tel Aviv, but then you can take a short 40-minute trip to Jerusalem and see old world and foods that are from out of the world. You can tell I'm a foodie. So I always recommend foodie tours. And I think, these big group tours may not be what they were. And so maybe these smaller tour groups are what's going to be happening in the future. If you're someone that likes to travel on their own and doesn't particularly like to do a tour, there's going to be so many fun opportunities if you want to try Scotland and Ireland driving, and you can actually go golfing or wonderful things like that. And I do think that cruising will actually be something that is fun and is going to be a little bit different. The smaller boats are fantastic, and if younger people, there's Uniworld has an incredible river cruise that is just really honed. They have bikes on board, and they have really fun things. And there's a company called Backroads, which has bike tours and different kinds of trekking tours that really get you outside, seeing little small towns that you didn't know existed. So there's lots of opportunities and different ways to travel depending on how you like to travel.
Stumble upon a town that you're like, oh, I didn't even know it's them, but I'm here. See, what I want to ask you is, we, myself included, we've been practicing what's called social distancing, right? Not fun, but necessary. I don't really think that'll ever truly go away. I think once the pandemic happened, it'll always be something we remember, and then we'll be mindful of that. So in the future, when we travel, especially traveling with friends and families, how do you think everything's gonna change?
I think in the short term, probably masks are going to be part of what we just how we go outside. And I think people may avoid crowds. So Europe in the summer has traditionally been incredibly crowded, long lines. And I think people will either say they're not going to necessarily travel in the summer to cities or to big, to famous places, or they might just pick different times to do it. Or if they are, they might pick smaller opportunities. You can rent a yacht by yourself with a group of people and go to anywhere in the world, Mediterranean, Caribbean, and you're not in a group of people. And then I think there's going to be factors of small little towns where the gatherings are, not so big. But I do think if you're looking to be in a city, which I understand, I think the social distancing will continue. You will be wearing a mask, or you won't be, only a certain amount of people will be allowed in the museums or restaurants. And I think I think we'll have to flex as we go. But I think if you have a spirit of travel, then it won't matter. You'll find a way around it.
Yeah, you have suggested plans or itineraries on your website, I assume?
Yeah, well, so my website is definitely has, some direction, but really how I work and how luxury travel works is I like to have that first conversation to find out who's going. How do you like to travel? Because there's things in the world you don't know. I have somebody who's going to France with her family, and she didn't know what to do with her husband while they went shopping, and he is going to be renting a Ferrari and driving the F1 track. These are things people don't know. If you love libraries, you can, see the Queen's private library in England. So I really need to, itineraries for me can't just be, baked in, pre-planned. I need to understand who you are and how you like to travel, because there's so many wonderful places in the world, and how you like to travel is not going to be how, the next person likes to travel. So I think just, reaching out and having a conversation, even if it's not planning right away, but just getting some ideas are super fun. And that's how I think the best is. So feel free to reach out in through email or phone, and just the first conversation just to get a direction is the right answer.
We'll leave it there, but hopefully both of us, all of us, can start traveling very soon.
I sure hope so. I'm counting the days.